Science Department at Kennedy High School. I am Kaylin Letterman. I am the Science Department Chair, and I'm going to go through some general information about our science classes at Kennedy. So this is the open house presentation. Don't forget that the classroom visits are from 6 to 6:30. So if you have any questions for specific teachers or about certain classes that we offer, I have the names of those teachers on the different slides so that you can go visit them during our classroom visits. So the first thing I would like to talk about is our new adoption of our next generation science standards. So in AUHSD, we are in the process of transitioning from our traditional science classes to our NGSS science classes. There are some differences that I want to point out. So first off, NGSS really focuses on higher level skills like analyze, evaluate, create. They don't really emphasize memorizing facts. It's really about doing science and the process of science in the real world, how it works, how to analyze data, evaluate, create your models for the way the world works. So higher level skills. There's also a lot of student generated questioning in NGSS, and those build the higher level skills that we're talking about. Students will be shown phenomena, something that happens in science, and they're going to be expected to ask questions, figure out what's going on in that. It's very student-centered. There's also a new component in NGSS called the Science and Engineering Practices. So as I stated before, it's about how science works in the real world. It brings in those science and engineering practices that scientists and engineers use in their careers and has the students practice them and use them in our science classes. Another change is that the concepts really build from the lower grades. They may learn some basic things about the atom in 5th grade, and then in 7th grade they add a little bit to it, and then in chemistry of the Earth system they will add a little bit more to it. So the concepts really build from the lower grades, and the concepts that are gone over in the different classes might be a little different than former science curriculum because of the reshuffling of concepts between the grade levels. So for A through G college requirements, they still are having 2 years of lab science, so 1 biological science and 1 physical science, and a third is recommended for that A through G requirement, and this would be a laboratory science. So for our course offerings, AUHSD, when we switched over to NGSS, there were different models for us to choose, and we chose the 3-course model. So throughout the 3 courses, freshman, sophomore, and junior, they will be exposed to all of the concepts and the standards that are part of NGSS. So the freshman year, they're going to take the Living Earth course, honors or regular, which is biology, but it's given a different name. It's the akin to biology, the Living Earth. Then sophomore year, they would be in the chemistry of the Earth systems, honors or college prep. As a junior, they would take honors physics of the universe or college prep physics of the universe, or if they're in IB, they can be in the IB physics 2-year course. That would be the first year, their junior year, and then their senior year, they would take the second one. And then their senior year electives, we have AP Physics, AP Bio, IB Biology, SL. SL and HL for the IB just mean how many years it is. So SL means 1 year, so that would be a 1-year course. The HL is a 2-year course. Then we have AP Chemistry, we have Environmental Science and Societies, and then we have Anatomy and Physiology. So our district chose the 3-course model, so it's recommended that freshman year they take the Living Earth, sophomore Chemistry of the Earth system, and then junior Physics of the Universe. They do take an NGSS test at the end of junior year, and that's why we recommend all 3 of those courses, because that test covers all 3 of those classes. If they don't take physics of the universe their junior year, they will be tested on material that they have not been taught. So Living Earth, like I said, it's the new name for biology because of the NGSS science standards. They are very similar. There are some new things in there that cover some earth science standards that directly relate to the biology. They also have the engineering practices that I talked about. So this is the 3-course model. This is what the Living Earth course has in it from the NGSS standards. So they will cover Earth's atmosphere with photosynthesis and respiration, evolution, fossil evidence and plate tectonics, inheritance and variation in traits, structure and function from all the way down to cells to organisms, climate change and ecosystem dynamics, and then ecosystems. So those are the 4, 5, 6, 7 units of the Living Earth. So currently our Living Earth classes are taught by Chris Pascal, Paola Rosenberg, Bobby Schultz, and then our honors Living Earth are taught by Stephen Smith and Travis Tizer. So as I said, if you have specific questions for teachers, you can go visit them in their sessions during 6 to 6:30, or if you have questions about Living Earth, you can go see any one of these teachers listed here. Our next course in the NGSS sequence is Chemistry of the Earth System. So here is the course sequence for the Chemistry of the Earth. This is the 3-course model, as I said, that NGSS supported. So we have combustion and heat, plate tectonics, atom and elements, chemical reactions, climate change, ocean acidification, and equilibrium. So all of these things are part of the Chemistry of the Earth System and part of the 3-course model. You can see that the Earth System part is integrated in there, talking about climate change and how the gases in the atmosphere are related to climate change. Ocean acidification is put in the Chemistry of the Living Earth, which has to do with climate change. Plate tectonics, convection, heat, the heat that comes from the plate tectonics. So all of those things are part of the Chemistry of the Earth System of the 3-course model of NGSS that we are transitioning to right now. So currently, our Chemistry of the Earth System classes are taught by Andrew Park, Jose Ponte, Christina Rubitu, and Dean Wang. And Christina Rubitu and Dean Wang are the ones that teach the honors Chemistry of the Earth Systems. So again, if you have questions about this class or for specific teachers, you can go visit them from 6 to 6:30. Our last class of the sequence is the Physics of the Universe. And for our sections of the Physics of the Universe, we have forces and motion, forces at a distance, planetary motion, and then we kind of go into space with origins of our universe and stars. Then we can go into light with electromagnetic spectrum. We talk about waves through earthquakes, nuclear processes, radiometric dating, and then energy conversions. So those are our main big units that we do in the Physics of the Universe 3-course model. The courses are currently taught by Mitrut Kolsiar. He is the teacher who is currently teaching the honors classes of Physics of the Universe. He has regular, or the college prep as well. Douglas Lauder, Kaylin Letterman, which is me, and then Christina Rubitu also teaches Physics of the Universe. So those are the 3-course model. You have the electives after that. If you have questions about the electives, those teachers will be available as well. I hope to see you soon. Hopefully we are back in classroom soon, and I hope this was informative. Thank you.